We were able to successfully test our page in all the major web browsers, and we were able to make small modifications to have this page appear in a consistent manner across all major browsers. We had to make some concessions in Internet Explorer 9. Gradients and opacity cannot be rendered in that version of IE. If you have access to Internet Explorer 10, you'll notice that gradients and opacity can be rendered. So Internet Explorer 10 is coming a lot closer to all the other browsers. But what if you want to be able to test this in earlier versions of Internet Explorer and you don't have access to those earlier versions? One reason why you may not have access is because you're on a Macintosh and Internet Explorer isn't available on the Mac. Well, what you can do is use Adobe Browser Lab. Adobe Browser Lab is a service by Adobe that gives you the ability to render your HTML and CSS in different browser rendering engines. Now, if you're a subscriber to the Creative Cloud, you automatically have access to Browser Lab. If not, what you'll have to do is create an Adobe ID. Then you should be able to get access to Browser Lab. Now, if you're working with Dreamweaver, you have a direct connection to Browser Lab. But if you're not, what I want you to do is go out to the web and you want to go to browserlab.adobe.com. Again, it's browserlab.adobe.com. And it'll take a moment to load, and when it does load, you'll have the ability to read about Browser Lab, what it does, how it works, and then you'll have the ability to start using Browser Lab. Now, it just so happens that I already have an Adobe ID. I'm already logged into Browser Lab. So what I have the ability to do directly from Dreamweaver is to come to the Preview menu and choose Preview in Adobe Browser Lab. It will launch Browser Lab with the content that you have inside of Dreamweaver. In fact, those files have to upload to Adobe's servers. It'll only take a moment. And what it will do is render that content in various browsers: Internet Explorer 9, Safari, and Chrome. So here we're looking at it in Internet Explorer 9. And for the most part, it looks exactly the same with the exception of our custom fonts. So what we want to do in the next movie is work with the @FontFace declaration so we can have our custom fonts appear in this web page. Then what we want to do is inspect it in earlier versions of Internet Explorer.